Well, it's another good day to go to GameStop. Why is that? Well, because today they are starting their, hi there. Hi. Today they are starting their buy two, get one sale. I'm gonna be heading to a few GameStops. Really not gonna be doing anything too crazy today because I don't have that much trade credit. This is a retro store, gonna head to this one. There's another retro store I'll go to then. Over the week, I'll head to a few others and hopefully get some good video game deals. But regardless of that, let's head to our first stop. Cool. They ended up having actually a lot of retro stuff I wanted, but the discs were in pretty terrible condition. But that's all right, because they ended up hooking it up. They ended up having a bunch of free games that they couldn't take as trading credit, so I ended up picking up the 2010 FIFA World Cup, of course, one of my favorites. Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires, which I'm surprised they don't take. Gears of War, Lego Harry Potter 1 through 4, and Halo 4. So I ended up getting those for free, so that's awesome. And then they told me they had about 20 copies of The Last of Us, so I ended up taking a couple off their hands. And then picked up these three as well, Project Cars, The Show 16, and WWE 2K14. All of that, the subtotal was 58, but that trade credit I used, I probably got for about half of what it's worth. So essentially in cash, I probably paid like $30 for all this. Can't complain about that. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. Looks like they don't keep anything older on the floor anymore. Well, we'll see what they got. Never mind, got a little something. Oh, what a rare game. Hey, there could have been a cool-on behind the counter there and I'd have never known because that line was kind of crazy and they only had one guy working there. It's not a retro store anyways, so I'm just gonna keep moving on. We'll see if we have better luck at the next one. That's not bad at all. Hopefully I can find two other things. Oh, that might be something. Not bad at all. I always get some modest pickups at this location. Nothing really crazy, lots of bread and butters. But Cabela's African Adventures is cool. And Conquer Live and Reloaded, complete in box too, is actually a pretty good pickup here. And then they just had Mischief Makers behind the counter. So all of that was $145, but with my trade credit, that basically makes it like we'll call it 75 bucks. So 75 bucks for all this, not too bad. All right, I'm expecting greatness now. I'm here at the next retro store. See what they got. Last time I was here, I got some decent deals, but I was slightly disappointed. But we'll see if they have any grails. Well, not the best, but not the worst. Ended up picking up Arkham Origins, BioShock Ultimate Rapture, God of War Collection, Ultimate Alliance on PS2, Sims 2 Castaway on PS2, couple Uncharted 4s, Last of Us on PS3, and good old Skyrim, as well as 2 balls with sticks. All of that. The subtotal was 82 bucks, so I essentially paid $41 for all this with my trade credit. So really can't complain about that. All right, last GameStop for today. I know, only like, what, 5 GameStops in a day? I'm getting lazy in my old age. But we'll check this place out. They usually have a lot of good stuff behind the counter. Let's find out. Well, I wasn't expecting to get this. Playboy the Mansion on Xbox, yeah. Real game of culture there. And then 3 Last of Us's, yeah, I didn't say that right. Some Uncharted 4s, Order 1886, and Avatar the Game. All of that, after my trade credit discount, about 25 bucks, so really not bad at all. All right, I'm on my way to work, and there is one GameStop I can stop by on the way there. This is not really a great GameStop. I usually don't get very many good deals here, but I'll check it out because why not? I'm right next to it. What is going on with all these stickers? They're just completely wrong. They actually had some cool stuff in there. They did have a Pokemon Heart Gold that was on hold for somebody, and they actually did have a complete in-box Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door, but it's 50 bucks at GameStop, and I couldn't find 2 other $50 games to pair with, so had to leave it. But ended up getting, well, they gave me for free some stickers and a keychain, so that's just absolutely fantastic. Actually, they actually gave me this Dreamcast Rumble Pack for free. They don't actually sell these, so I will absolutely take that. And then the things I actually paid for, ended up getting Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon, one of them on the 3DS, Fallout 4, of course. Spider-Man, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Need for Speed Carbon, which I think this, wait. Okay, yeah, it's in there. This, I think, just got a reprint recently because I've been seeing this in like brand new condition at like 10 different GameStops. So get it at GameStop if you really want it. Batman Arkham Origins, good old Minecraft. And lastly, Iron Man 2, the best Marvel movie. All of that, I ended up burning all the rest of my trade credit, which wasn't much, so I had to pay some out of pocket as well. It was basically like 50 bucks for that stack of games, so not too bad. But now any GameStops I go to from here on out, I am gonna have to pay with real money. All right, same sort of deal as yesterday. I'm on my way to work. I'm able to stop at one GameStop. It just so happens though that this is one of my favorite GameStops. They always keep a lot of good stuff behind the counter. So we will see what's in store for me today.
Whoa, those are some rare ones. Haven't seen that in a minute, but 69's a bit too much.
Yeah, let's get. Nah, that GameStop almost never disappoints. Ended up picking up a good old Duke controller, Dynasty Warriors 9, Divinity, Stern Pinball Arcade, Madden 17, Spider-Man, Split Second, Heavy Rain, 3 copies of Mario Kart 7, and honestly, probably one of the best pickups here. Split Second on PS3, but it is still sealed. So they took it in as pre-owned, but still brand new. So can't complain about that. All of that because of the buy two get one. I don't have any trade credit left, but I had some points, used those. It was 130 bucks for all these, so not bad at all. All right, I am able to stop at one more GameStop today. Honestly, not expecting much. This has never been one of my favorites, but you never know what could be hiding here. Well, that was unexpected. Ended up picking up Superstar Saga on GBA, Star Fox 64, Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus. Probably one of the best GameStop finds I've seen in a while. Mutant Hockey League on Genesis, complete in box. The way GameStop does things, they price everything is like kind of loose. So when you find games that are significantly more valuable when they're complete in box, you tend to get a really good deal. So this was only priced at like 57 there, but with the buy two get one, it was even cheaper because I ended up pairing it with Mario Party 5 and Mario Party 7. But honestly, both those Mario Parties discs look pretty bad, so I'm definitely gonna need to test them and see if they even work. Skyrim, they ended up skewing this God of War wrong, so it was a little cheaper than it should have been, but God of War Origins Collection. And finally, the real grail, Modern Warfare 2 on Xbox One. So all of that was expensive. It was $211 for all of that. There's a lot of good games in there, so worth it. Now I'm off to work, but tomorrow is either gonna be really good or really bad because I am in the Los Angeles area now. More specifically, I had a dryer and I didn't have to, but I drove all the way out to the San Fernando Valley area to go to this GameStop here. There are 4 retro GameStops in the Los Angeles area, and well, in terms of mileage, they're not that far apart, but it's gonna take a while to get to them because of traffic. So hopefully I can get to all 4 of them today and see what this place has got.
Oh, lots of Vita stuff. That is actually probably pretty good. Well, this is what I'm working with so far. If you know, you know.
It's a tale as old as time. Lots of great stuff in there, but it was almost all in terrible condition. But I was able to pick up True Crime New York City, Terraria on Vita, Ragnarok Odyssey Ace, 3 Last of Us's, Lego Indy, WWE 2K17, and Freedom Wars. Cool seeing a bunch of Vita stuff in there. All of that was 68 bucks. So can't complain about that. We'll move on to the next retro store. All right, next retro store. Last time I was here though, it almost seemed like they were gonna stop being a retro store because of how little retro stuff was in here, but we'll see if anything crazy got traded in.
Yeah, wow, it's even smaller now. It used to be on this corner too. Now it's just this. Dang.
Well, nothing but gems here at the retro store. Bread, butter, and we'll make toast with this. So all this was 58 bucks. Can't complain. We'll keep moving on. Dude, I'm hoping I don't mind picking up this stuff, but I want to see some actually good retro stuff at these retro stores. They really haven't had anything really crazy at this retro store or the other one. Next store I'm gonna be going to is far. It's probably gonna take me like an hour to get there. But it's a retro store I've never been to, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna be. That, yeah, that just hurts the soul, man. Just parked. That was only a terrible nightmare. I mean, seriously, man, I don't know how people live around here. The traffic is so awful. All right, but we're gonna check out this GameStop right here. We will see if it's any good. It is a retro store, so hopefully they got some good stuff. All right, it was decent. Ended up picking up, you already know, Lego Star Wars, Sonic Mega Collection, NFL Street, NBA Street, Manhunt 2, NBA Jam, Order 1886, Stick Balls, and Wolfenstein 3D. That is a pretty uncommon one there. Oh, as well as Donkey Kong Country. With the manual too. And then they ended up throwing me a Life is Strange double exposure steelbook. So all of that for $122. Not too bad at all. But I am freaking far away from home. Okay, slowly but surely making my way towards home. Next GameStop here is not a retro store and it's in Compton. So not expecting anything crazy here, but we shall see. Nothing really crazy in there. Wasn't expecting much, and there wasn't much. Spider-Man, and Spider-Man, as well as they threw in a little double exposure steelbook. So 3 of those for 31 bucks. Nothing crazy, but solid bread and butters. Whew. Okay, another 30 minutes to go 10 miles, but now we are at the retro store, well, the final retro store of the day. So check them out, see if they got anything decent.
Looks like this thing's still here.
Can't complain about that. Ended up picking up a pretty colorful stack of games. They just had a lot of really quality stuff there. And with the buy two get one going on, I was able to get a really good deal on all this. So nothing really particularly like ultra rare. Like it's just a lot of really quality titles. And being able to use the buy two get one on all these just made it a really good deal. 300 bucks for everything here. Can't complain about that. And now I am GameStopped out.